You look at your senior dog resting quietly. You notice their eyes look a bit cloudy. Maybe the gums seem slightly off color today. You tell yourself a very common, dangerous lie. Oh, they are just getting old and tired. I am here to shatter that specific illusion. As a groomer for over 20 years, I know that changing colors is a siren. Vivid yellowing is never just natural aging. Let's dissect the internal collapse happening. Recently, a sweet senior dog visited my salon. Initially, the grooming session seemed ordinary, but while gently washing his face, I stopped. His eye whites and delicate gums were yellow. Startlingly, unmistakably, vividly yellow. My heart sank immediately in that moment. I halted the entire grooming process instantly. I sent them straight to the emergency vet. That single observation likely saved his life. Time is the only currency you have right now. We must understand the medical reality here. This terrifying condition is clinical jaundice. It occurs when dangerous levels of bilirubin accumulate rapidly in the canine bloodstream. The excess yellow pigment deposits heavily into the skin and internal mucous membranes. This is a massive structural alarm bell. It points directly to severe liver dysfunction. The internal filtering system has completely failed. Every single passing minute multiplies the toxins. What exactly triggers this toxic overload? One primary culprit is canine cholecystitis. This is intense inflammation of the gallbladder. The gallbladder stores vital digestive bile. When inflammation strikes, bile flow stops. It backs up dangerously into the liver tissue. This severe inflammation causes immense agony. Dogs will physically flinch if you touch them. Relieving this internal obstruction is critical. Without treatment, the organ will literally rupture. You might be watching their eye color closely, but here is the most critical mistake. You are ignoring the severe companion symptoms. Yellow eyes rarely happen in total isolation. Extreme lethargy is your first massive red flag. The compromised liver cannot process nutrients. The body literally begins starving itself rapidly. Noticeable, sudden weight loss is not normal. Your dog is experiencing total metabolic collapse. Do not wait to see if they feel better tomorrow. Digestive system collapse follows very quickly. Persistent vomiting is a critical warning sign. Unlike a normal upset stomach from bad food, this vomiting usually contains bright yellow bile. Furthermore, they suffer excruciating abdominal pain. They completely lose their appetite for days. Dogs simply will not eat with an inflamed liver. If a high fever spikes, the danger multiplies. A ruptured gallbladder spills toxic bile internally. This induces a life-threatening systemic shock. You cannot diagnose this with your eyes alone. Immediate professional veterinary exams are vital. Vets will palpate the extremely rigid abdomen. But physical checks are not enough either. Comprehensive blood tests are absolutely mandatory. They measure specific liver enzymes and bilirubin. This confirms the exact extent of organ damage. Furthermore, advanced ultrasound imaging is required. X-rays cannot evaluate delicate bile ducts. Demand an ultrasound to see the physical blockage. Treating this requires an aggressive approach. Vets almost always begin with IV fluid therapy. This flushes severe internal toxins rapidly. Broad-spectrum antibiotics combat the infection. Because liver failure impairs blood clotting, intravenous vitamin K1 injections are crucial. In severe, unmanageable cholecystitis cases, complete surgical gallbladder removal is needed. This complex surgery prevents a fatal rupture. Early detection prevents these surgical extremes. Managing this requires daily proactive discipline. Strict weight management is your first defense. Excess body fat strains the delicate liver heavily. Furthermore, you must control their fat intake. A strict, long-term low-fat diet is non-negotiable. High-fat human scraps trigger agonizing pain instantly. Stop feeding them from your dinner table. Schedule comprehensive biannual senior blood work. Routine testing catches enzyme spikes early. Proactive screening extends their life remarkably. Stop blaming every visual change on old age. Monitor their weight and energy meticulously. Collaborate with your professional groomer always. We are a critical second set of trained eyes. If you see yellow, run to the emergency vet. Do not let your dog suffer in absolute silence. Be their unwavering clinical medical advocate. For more expert grooming and health protocols, visit PoochesHairStudio.com and Poochestips.com.